Hello friends, we are going to learning the ecosystem. The syllabus of this topic includes the introduction, composition, abiotic and biotic components, types of ecosystem. Two type of ecosystems are there: terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. So today we are going to learning the types of ecosystem. Later on we will learn the food chain and food waves. And final point of this topic is ecological pyramids. There are three type of ecological pyramids: pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, and pyramid of energy. So you all are welcome in my channel College Botany Online Free Learning, and you all are learning the types of ecosystem with Yuvraj. So basically we all people knowing that the ecosystem is basic structural and functional unit of ecology. So any small or large area of nature that having living organism and non-living substances interacting and exchanging material between them is called ecosystem. In other way, we can say as the structural and functional unit of a community and their ecosystem is called ecosystem. The structural and functional unit of a community and their environment is called ecosystem. So ecosystem is self-sufficient. Means what? The whatever the food material required for operating ecosystem is available there, and that's why it is called self-sufficient. The all required material is present there, is sufficient there, and that's why it is called self-sufficient. Whereas the ecosystem is self-regulating. Self-regulating means the cycling of material, म्हणजे एका ऑर्गॅनिझम पासून दुसऱ्या ऑर्गॅनिझम कडे जे मटेरियलचं सायकलिंग होतं ते, किंवा फूड ट्रान्सफर केलं जातं, किंवा एनर्जी ट्रान्सफर केली जाते, त्या माध्यमातून ही इकोसिस्टीम जी आहे ही इकोसिस्टीम रेग्युलेट होते, स्वतः रेग्युलेट होते, म्हणून त्याला आपण म्हणतो सेल्फ रेग्युलेटिंग. सिमिलरली ecosystem consisting many species therein. So species composition and rate of production is there. The ecosystem consisting many kind of species, and the producers are involved in a production of food, whereas the consumers depends on producers for their food material. We all also knowing on the basis of habitat. Habitat म्हणजे काय? The place where organism occur. ज्या ठिकाणी ऑर्गॅनिझम आढळतो त्या प्लेसला आपण हॅबिटॅट म्हणतो. म्हणजे ऑर्गॅनिझम हा पाण्यात आढळतोय की ऑर्गॅनिझम हा जमिनीवर आढळतोय, त्याच्या आधारावर इकोसिस्टीमचे टाइप केलेले आहेत. So on the basis of the habitat of ecosystem, the ecosystem get classified into two type. Natural ecosystem means it is present in the nature, it is operating by the nature themselves, regulating by the nature, and all things are naturally happen, human interference is not there, that is called the natural ecosystem. And second one, artificial ecosystem. The artificial ecosystem is regulated by the humankind. It is made by the humankind, regulated by the humankind, and all the activities are interfered with the human being. That is called as a artificial ecosystem. Now, broadly, we are now discussing the types of ecosystem. So, ecosystem is classified into two types: natural ecosystem and a artificial ecosystem on the basis of habitat. The natural ecosystem is also classified into two types: terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem means ecosystem present on the land, and examples are forest, grassland, and desert. And second type, that is aquatic ecosystem, means the ecosystem present in the water. There are two aquatic ecosystem: lotic aquatic ecosystem and lentic aquatic ecosystem. Lotic aquatic ecosystem means the water is get flowed. Flow is there. पाण्याचा लोट असतो म्हणून त्याला लोटिक म्हणतो आपण. So water get flowed, that is called as lotic ecosystem. Flow of water is there. Example are rivers, streams, springs are the example of lotic ecosystem. Lentic ecosystem is water is stagnant, water get accumulated, not flowed, water gets stored, that is called as a lentic ecosystem. Example lake, ponds, pools and swamps. On the other hand, the other type of ecosystem, that is artificial ecosystem. So artificial ecosystem is totally interfered by the humankind. All activities get handled by the human being, and that is called as a artificial ecosystem. So examples are the agriculture, then fish pond tank, then aquaculture, our fishery, our fish tank which place in our home is also a artificial ecosystem. Agriculture land, our farmland, is the best example of a artificial ecosystem. Now the scientist E.P. Odum has also classified the ecosystem on the basis of metabolism. Two metabolism they are considered, that is photosynthesis and respiration. Photosynthesis is productive process. The energy get produced in the form of food, whereas the respiration is not productive, it is harmful process. The food get not utilized, it is burned out there in the respiration, and it is considered as a negative metabolism, respiration. So on the basis of metabolism, Odum classified the ecosystem into three types. So first type is stable ecosystem or stable community, where photosynthetic rate and respiration rate is the same. The second one, that is autotrophic community or autotrophic ecosystem, where photosynthetic rate is more than the respiration rate. And third one is heterotrophic community, where respiration rate is more, means photosynthetic rate is less than respiration rate. So on the basis of metabolism, Odum classified the ecosystem into three types, that are the stable, second autotrophic, and third one is heterotrophic community. So two examples we will study here now, that is the grassland ecosystem, and second one is the pond ecosystem, freshwater pond ecosystem. So you look here in the picture, that is of a grassland ecosystem. So the grassland ecosystem consisting many biotic component and abiotic component. So the producers are the main food supply to the ecosystem. The producers like grass, herbs, shrubs, trees, and many more. They can synthesize the food material through a process of photosynthesis and made available to the heterotrophic living organisms, and that's why they are called autotrophs. So here in the grassland ecosystem, the grasses, trees, flowering shrubs, the corn, the root, carrot, and many more herbs, shrubs are working as a producers. The consumers are the organisms which directly depends upon the producer for their food material. The primary consumers are depends upon the producers. Here the primary consumers are the mouse that feed on the grasses, corns, carrots, or the rabbits feed on the grasses, carrots, grasshoppers feed on a grass, and a deer, D double E R, not a DEAR. So deer directly feed on a grass. So these are the primary consumers. Whereas the secondary consumers are feeding on the primary consumers. So here in this picture, the snakes feed on the mice or mouse. The frogs feed on grasshoppers. So these are the secondary consumers, and tertiary consumers are feeding on the secondary consumers as well as the primary consumers. So here the hawk and wolf are the tertiary consumers or top consumers. The decomposers are here also, that are the bacteria, fungi. They plays very important role of decomposition after the death of the organism. So this is the whole scenario of grassland ecosystem. Now switching to the freshwater pond ecosystem. So freshwater pond ecosystem also showing the producers, consumers, and decomposers. So producers are the grasses present on the edge of ponds, also the algae, phytoplanktons are the producers. The hydrophytic plants are working as a producers. They synthesize their food material made available to the other heterotrophic living organisms. See here, the consumers, they feed directly on the producers. So primary consumers are the zooplanktons, copepoids. Then the small kind of fishes are the primary consumers, whereas secondary consumers means they feed on a primary consumers. Here small sized fishes are the secondary consumers, crabs, prawns are the secondary consumers, and tertiary consumers are the large sized fishes, the other big consumers present in the pond ecosystem. So these are the consumers, well, whereas the decomposers are the bacteria and fungi. They plays very important role in a decomposition of the dead organic matter of these organisms. So this is all regarding the freshwater pond ecosystem. Thank you very much.